command, Megatron.
Subscribe for Magic the Gathering and other content for evil fun.
Fear not, Megatron. Cybertron shall remain as you leave it.
Claim full 6 games.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, James Willis. All right, you were here before I sent you that text. Well, good morning to you. Hillbilly. Oh, hello. Good. Yeah. Forgot about that. We're slowly waking up this morning. What the heck is that? Hold on a second. Hold on to your life. Hold on to the memories. Yeah. Well, I don't know if he'll be on, but I'm just shooting him. Oh, if I remember correctly, we'll have Hillbilly joining us shortly. Yeah. What's up? What's up? I mean, slow wake up day today. Say hello to Hillbilly.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. You had a good stream today. It went well.
Yeah, it did.
Spoilers, and you played some games.
Yep. That went over some spoilers.
Yeah.
And I'm so stoked for this new set.
This new set looks pretty outrageous. Pretty good.
Yep.
I mean, wow. And look, we got James in chat looking all good. Buff Squirrel been working out, shaking his cane at the sky.
Dang, legged. I left my dang on vape in the other room.
Go grab it really quick. Boo. Yeah, now it's my turn. I'm not going to go through every card individually and be like, oh, let's rate each card. No, we're just going to talk about cards that grab my attention. Look at this. Moonshaker Cavalry. Ooh, boy. It's funny they don't have the text to the side like they normally do with cards, but maybe it's because it's in English.
Yep.
I don't know.
I think I've seen a way to keep that in.
Right? There's definitely ways to cheat that in. In white green, which where you'll see this card the most. Oh my lord, Moonshaker Cavalry is going to be beast. I mean, it's a white crit hoof behemoth instead of trample against flying, which evasion's always good. And man, it's going to shake it up. I'm probably going to want to get a copy of this. But now the green-white decks will have two crater hoofs. You know how OP that's going to be?
Mm-hmm. It's going to be good.
It's going to be good. That's right. Show you the cards. We're going to enjoy Magic by looking at cards. Now, I know I've looked at this card before, but I really like Virtue and Knowledge a lot.
Oh, I do too.
I don't know how it's going to affect Standard, but it's a good Commander-looking card.
Oh, it's going to affect Standard.
Right. So, but and that's that, and I can see it affecting Standard because of Mom and Standard. It's going to be insane.
I mean, let's say you playing blue-white.
Right.
You play I can't think of her name now. Blaggett. White creature. She doubles your stuff when it comes into the battlefield.
Yeah.
Triggered abilities. Ellis Norn.
Yeah.
All right, so you got Ellis Norn out. You got that card you just showed out.
Yeah.
That's you're gonna get her triggers. You gonna get that card's triggers.
Oh they're gonna stack. Yeah, it's gonna be nuts.
That's why that card's gonna be so good in Standard.
Right. All right. Ashiok, good planeswalker, but he doesn't grab my attention. But you know what? This Kellen grabs my attention. The Fey-blooded,
Uh-huh.
like probably not a standard all-star, but I think he will see standard play because his ability to search for an aura is pretty solid. Or equipment card. I know this is going to see play in Commander. I mean, this is a tutor that people want in Naya and Boros. Like, this is a needed piece to add into the tutor list. Hell, I don't even have an aura deck and I want this card.
Yeah.
Well, I have a red-white, but I want this card. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Ooh, and the fact that he is a command, like he can be a commander or in the 99 is solid. And when he has double strike, 2/2. Other creatures you control get +1/+0 for each aura and equipment attached to Kellen Blood Artist. Or Blood Fey Blooded, I mean. That is awesome.
Yeah, it is. I don't think it might get some standard play.
Like I think you'll see more standard play just for his tutor ability than he would for his creature ability.
Yep.
Unless we're wrong and there's just a mean Voltron deck we just haven't seen yet.
Yeah. What they need in the standard is a lot more enchantments.
A lot more auras. Yeah. Yep. Oh, look. Blossoming Turtle. Now, this is the card that James Willis wants a lot of. He wants like 100 copies of Blossoming Tortoise. He says he wants to get a whole collection of Blossoming Tortoises, and that's the only card he cares about is Blossoming Tortoise. It's 4 mana, 3/3. We've talked about this before. He cares about lands and land creatures, which is awesome. Yep. I'm not going to hover too much of this card because we've discussed it, and
Wick in the Woods is going to be great with that card.
Wick in the Woods. There's probably a lot of cards. Now, here's a card. Well, let me read this card. This card I don't think I really paid attention to.
I love that card.
Royalty, 5 mana, enchantment, adventure, 2 mana, create 2/2 night creature token with vigilance. That's not bad. 5 mana you get at the beginning of your end step, put a +1 counter on each creature you control and tap those creatures. Ooh, I need that card for Atraxa.
Yeah,
Atraxa.
The 2 adventure side it's okay. I mean, it gives you a 2/2 blocker.
Right.
But when you play that 5 cost, all your creatures are untapped. It's like having almost like vigilance. But they also give +1 counters.
Oh, yeah. All right. Then, all right. That's a really good card. I like that. Now, another card that grabbed my attention is this card. Now, I don't think this card is going to be standard good at all because its mana cost is just.
Well,
but what?
I can see it being played in standard because it's just 5 mana.
That's 7.
2 black.
Yeah. That's 7 mana. That's tough. Now, in Commander, you have Debtors Now, which effectively costs the same amount of mana, but it requires 3 white or black, and has the same ability as the enchantment. The difference is this has a adventure on it. I want this card. I want a couple copies of this card. I like it. I like reanimating from opponents' graveyards. I like reanimating from my own graveyard. It's so good. And it's about time we got a double.
I can see this card seeing a little bit of play in standard.
You busy, zombie? All right. Well, you might be, but just in case.
I can see this card seeing a little bit of play in standard.
Right. I like it. I love it. I just like it because it's a second Debtors Now. It fits in the Debtors Now deck. So it's having multiple copies is pretty good. And when you have this and Debtors Now out, you can do this. You can reanimate up to 2 creature cards from any graveyard. Or, any one graveyard. Or 2 different graveyards because they're 2 different instances of the ability. Neat. Then in a Esper deck, if you're running Esper enchantments, you have both out and you copy enchantment. You can board wipe after board wipe and read the board pretty much. And fill your side up like crazy.
Yep.
Crazy. All right. Ooh, what's this dragon?
Oh, that's good. All the dragons are good in this deck. They've made one creature that turns into a dragon.
Realm Scorcher Hellkite. Yeah, bargain. You may sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token. And it doesn't say creature token.
Right.
That's like a clue token, a treasure token, any token as you cast a spell. You know how ridiculous that availability is on the token side right here?
So tokens are easy to get into standards.
Yep.
So this one's going to be played a lot in standard.
Flying Haste 4/6. Flying Haste is the key words you want on this card since its power is 4. When Realm Scorcher Hellcat enters the battlefield, if it was bargained, add 4 mana of any combination. What?
Mm-hmm.
So you can get them. You can get them for 2 mana, basically.
Yeah.
If you have a replacement spell to go for that 4 mana.
Right.
And
read that last ability right there, that 1 red.
That's what I was just about to do. 1 generic, 1 red. Realm Scorcher Hellkite does 1 damage to any target. Oh, he's a fireball on a stick.
So that's 4 damage. No, 2 damage.
Yeah.
Because you get 4 mana.
Mm.
You pay that 1 red 2 times. That's 4
Right.
mana. That's 2 damage. Straight to the face.
Right. That's a fairly optimal play with that ability. But I like the idea of getting 2 spells out of it. Because what if you had Blood Rites in your hand or whatever? The spell adds 2 red mana for 1 red mana, so you get 4 mana. You play that Blood Rites to pump a 5th mana in there, basically, and you just play a 5-drop. Then you swing in. Now, not with that, because my brain is thinking, well, let's assume the field's out. You're playing this turn 6, so you already have Fervor out. You don't need to give this creature haste, but you have Fervor out to give creatures haste. But you have cards like the enchantment we just looked at earlier, that when a creature comes into play does the damage.
Uh-huh.
And impact trimmers, yeah. And so you're trying to get optimal different plays different ways. You're in red, you have some decent token shenanigans. Put in 4 tokens, do the same thing with impact trimmers kind of thing, and you swing in. Or, as you say, 6 mana, you 4/6 Flying Haste, and you deal 2 damage to any target. Ooh. It's 110 out here with 80+% humidity, and maybe hotter than that on this roof. Ooh, sorry, zombie.
Dang.
Taking a shade break. Shade.
I take a bunch of those shade breaks. Blanket.
The heat is coming
hot.
tomorrow. Woo woo. Hot. I'm going to Olympia watch tomorrow evening, so definitely going to enjoy the weather for a bit. Yeah, you do that. All right. Now let's check this out. All right. Let's read this. Raccoon Familiar. Will cost 2 mana for a 2/2 creature elemental raccoon. It's a mana dork. And you can pay a generic and a green to tap, discard a card, return Raccoon Familiar to its owner's hand. Ooh. You know what this is? In my brain. This is a discard outlet that you want. You're not going to care that he returns your hand. You're discarding a bigger card to reanimate.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
It kind of reminds me of that card that they got in standard right now. You bounce it back to your hand, you mill some cards, return a land card from the mill cards onto the battlefield.
Right.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
That's not bad. Now let's look at there's an adventure side called Sift Through the Rubbish. Cost 6 or 5, 6, 7 mana. Woo! Woo-wee. Sorcery Adventure. You mill 7 cards. Put a creature, enchantment, or land card from among them onto the battlefield. Ooh. That's a tough cost for that ability. I mean, you're milling in a reanimator deck. That's pretty decent.
But
you only get
but you mill a creature.
right.
Bring that creature back out of your graveyard onto the battlefield when you do this effect.
Right.
That's good.
Right. You can get an enchantment. That's pretty solid. A land. A land shouldn't be an option here, really, unless you're really like for 7 mana. You shouldn't be hurting for land out there.
Right. I would definitely go for creature or enchantment.
Right. It should, like, if you ask me, this, like, I'm not dogging on the ability, but if you ask me, it said put a creature or enchantment and a land card from among them on the battlefield. You should be able to get the one or the other and the land.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to word that correctly, but that just feels like it hurts if you're just paying 7 mana to mill 7 cards and ramp 1 land. If that's the case in the scenario,
You got to have some high cost creatures in your hand to play to be able to do that just for the land. That's the only way I'd want the land. But still, though, you still won't be able to play it until the next turn because you got to tap that 7 mana.
Robert, what's up? I sent you the link twice, Robert. I don't know if you want to join, but there you go. Yeah, look at that. All right, yeah. So I think the adventure ability is fine. I think you're going to abuse the weird discard ability more often. 2 mana 2/2 is pretty solid with that ability. Tap to add a green. So he's not useless when you're not using him to discard him, even though you return to his owner's hand. But definitely not useless. And
right. I think it's a great card.
I think it's going to be flavorful, and it's probably going to see some fringe standard play where someone's going to try to break the deck like a Timmy or break the card like a Timmy, but I don't know. I do not know. I kind of wish, since you're returning the Raccoon Familiar to its owner's hand, it didn't have the tap ability and just said only do once each turn, because tapping this card just seems a bit useless for that ability, but so you don't get the mana out of it too, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't want to break it. All right. Too much time on that card. Too much time. What's this fox do? What did the fox say? Ding, 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 ding. Werefox, bodyguard. 3 generic. 1 generic, 2 white, fox knight. When Werefox enters the battlefield, you may exile to 1 target non-fox creature until Werefox bodyguard leaves the battlefield. Pay generic and white, sacrifice Werefox, and gain 2 life. So this ability is not new.
No. It's like a brutal Cathar that's in standard right now.
There's other cards I'm thinking. Banisher Priest. It's just basically a Banisher Priest with flash and an extra ability. This is gonna be a solid card.
I believe it is too.
We're working on dispenser. I may be able to pull it. Oh, nice. Sorry. So yeah, this is gonna be definitely a draftable. Since it has flash, it might be standard playable.
Mm-hmm. That's what makes it a little bit better than Brutal Cathar, because Brutal Cathar does not have flash.
Right, that flash ability is what makes it. I mean, and I'm curious look, his mouth is up and like he's talking. I wonder what the fox said.
Let's say this costs 3. Your opponent turn forward, your opponent plays a Shaholdred. You flash this in, boom, you take no damage from that Shaholdred.
Right. It's pretty neat. I like it. I like the ability. All right. Why did you go down a little? No. I don't look at that. I'm trying to find stuff that intrigue me. Now, this real bunny you were telling me about the other day.
Uh-huh.
I think it's going to have some interesting Timmy plays. I mean, think about this. You live in a world where you have, like, it's not going to be the Broken Legacy deck, but, like, say you play a couple Moxes, or play a Mox, play a Lotus Petal, play a bunch of Ornithopters and you cast this and you got a full board with one land, basically. So you're playing like a 5/5 turn 1 in like a legacy format. Now this card can be killed by anything because it doesn't have any protection or nothing.
That's why I'd running it with green.
Right. But I think this is an interesting card, and it gets thoughts going because its power and toughness equal to the amount of non-land permanents you control.
That means its power goes up with creatures, tokens, enchantments, planeswalkers, everything.
Yeah, artifacts.
Yeah.
Ah, that's nuts. All right. Extraordinary Journey doesn't get me. There's another Brabble familiar in English. See.
I think that red one's the one that turns into a dragon. Yeah. Click on that red one right there.
Godric, Cloaked Reveler. 3 mana, 3/3, legendary creature, human, noble. He has haste. 3 mana, 3/3 with haste is pretty good. Celebration, as long as 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control this turn. Godric, Cloaked Reveler is a dragon with base power, toughness 4/4, and has pay red. Dragons control get +1. Whoa. Dragons you control get +1/+0 until end turn.
Yes.
That's a pretty solid ability. That's I can see people running him as a commander, but he's really strong in the 99 in a dragon deck. Pay 1 red, dragons you control. That's the board of dragons you control.
And all you got to do is cast 2 little 1/1 spells along with.
Right, and which is not hard most of the time. That's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Yeah. All right, bud. Take care. Stay safe out there in that heat, bud. All right.
This is the one I was talking about, and turns into a dragon.
Right. I like the fact that he helps the dragons. You have to get there by playing spells.
And there's lots, there's a lot of dragons in standard still.
That's true. True.
I believe that's going to see a lot of play in standard.
Let's see. This card kind of had me going for a bit when I first saw it. Whenever one or more artifacts enter the battlefield under control, put 2/1 counters on Elvish Archivist to trigger once each turn, which is fine because that's 2/1 counters for 1 artifact. Whenever one or more enchantments enters the battlefield under control, draw a card, trigger this ability only once each turn. Why?
Well, it grows a little some every turn.
Right.
I think you get treasure tokens. That's artifact.
Right. I think I could use this card in a Rafik deck still because usually I'm pumping out 1 enchantment per turn, or 1 artifact per turn. So that would make this really good in that form of a deck.
Yeah.
So I see why the power level's there.
I mean, it can't block right when you play it until you get it built up.
Right. But no, I'm going to need a copy of this card. It's actually better than I thought. Because my Rafik deck would definitely use a creature like this. It beefs up every time you cast an artifact, or it beefs up when you enchantment, but you draw a card if you play 1 enchantment. In an early game, when you're only playing like 1 enchantment per turn, that draw ability is pretty solid, especially when you're trying to win by turn 4. And I'm going to blame James Willis. James Willis, I'm blaming you for this card being in existence.
But also in this set, you're getting a lot of artifacts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever one or more artifacts into the battlefield, that's like a clue, that's like a treasure, that's a equipment, that's a creature, because Mother Machines is still like this card's good in Brothers War because there's artifacts in Brothers War. This is kind of going to tie like the artifact set and the enchantment decks together. This is going to be like the what's the word? This is going to be like the I can't think of it. It's gonna be the glue that holds that enchantment artifacts together in the standard.
Mm-hmm.
But like signpost card, like if you put this in a cube, it's gonna be a signpost card. What kind of deck you want to play, or something like that.
What about road? What about road tokens?
Right, rogue tokens.
Roll.
Rogue. Those are enchantments.
Exactly.
Right.
They'll help this card.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, so many things trigger this. It's insane. Like, this is very flexible.
Oh, yeah.
Very flexible. And it's all James Willis's fault.
I like this card.
Yeah. It's a good card.
And if you make it, and you can, it even fits an elf deck.
Hmm. Oh, yeah, it's true. It can fit in an elf deck. Ew. I'm just dreaming about that card right now. James, why did you make that card come into existence? You're like, Tortoise is going to get Randy. Oh, what's this? Expel the interlopers. 3 generic, 2 white, sorcery. Choose a number between 0 and 10. Destroy all creatures with the power than or equal to the chosen number. So if you chose 0, it's all creatures.
Right.
Interesting. I don't know why they did that. It could have just been a basic board wipe and everybody would have been fine. But it gives you a chance to save your small creatures, which is good for tokens because tokens are mana cost 0.
Right.
I don't know. That's an interesting card. So it's not bad. It has its uses.
Well, this is power though.
What?
It says destroy all creatures with power greater than.
Oh yeah, true. It does say power. I don't know why I said convert mana cost because there's another card like that out there that cares about convert mana cost. Power. So your 1/1 tokens are safe because a lot of creatures are 2s.
Mm-hmm. So you got a 5/5 token out.
Right. Whoa.
Well, that no, it wouldn't work against that.
James.
Work against it. I mean,
all right. I have to school James why he's to blame for this card. James, you see this card that you're responsible for? You say you don't care that it triggers only once each turn, and you're responsible for this card? Look at it. In the deck, like my Rafik deck, I'm playing 1 artifact or 1 enchantment turn in the early game anyways. So I'm drawing 1 card off it. So I'm still getting full value off of it. You know, it's in the later game where you're like, oh, I wish I'd do more. But it's fine. It's fine. It's going to speed up that early game, especially when you're trying to win by turn 4, turn 5.
and it's 2 1/1s.
2 +1 counters. Yep.
So
which is insane. Yeah, because think about this. Because James was thinking about this when he designed the card. Whenever 1 or more artifacts enter the battlefield under your control, you put 2 +1 counters. You play Darksteel Axe, which costs 1 mana, and is equipped for 2 to get +2/+0 until in turn. And so for 1 mana, you can put 2 +1 counters on it. Then if you have the mana available to equip it, it gets a +2/+2. That's a +4 swing. A +4 swing. This card is a lot better than it looks. It's like I need a copy of this for the Rafik decks. Yeah, that's right. Damn
this
fun.
city will work good with this.
It's not James. Yep. So like I had to work around it myself to understand the power level of this card. It's actually pretty good if you are dropping it early game. And that's where you want to see it. And that's how my Rafik deck works. It works off the early game, like whatever I can get early game. So it's gonna be fun. All right. We looked at that card. What's this card? Lich Knight's Conquest. 5 mana sorcery. Sacrifice any number of artifacts, enchantments, or tokens. So it's basically bargain, but without the word. Return that many creature cards from your to the battlefield. So that's interesting.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good reanimator.
Well, you know why this is interesting to me? Because you have one of those you have like a clue token deck, but you have some creatures going out. Some board wipes, but your clues are still there. You can cast this, sacrifice the clues because those are tokens, and that many clues you need for your graveyard. You're not using the clues or whatever treasure tokens that you have out to pay for this cost. You're using them to sacrifice for the fodder. They don't die to board wipe so easily, and so I think they're putting a hone on different counters because I think they're doing the token thing because what you call it, bing bing bing.
What's it do?
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to think the rule tokens.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can cast sacrifice as many of those you want and bring all your creatures from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Coaches, welcome, coaches. Magic, welcome, Hakuna Matata. That's right. What a wonderful phrase, Hakuna Matata. There's no passing craze. It's our magic free, our philosophy. Coach Matata.
That's the reason why this sorcery is so good, because you can reanimate all your creatures, not just one, like the normal reanimator spells does in standard right now.
Right,
you can reanimate all your creatures as long as you got the artifacts, enchantments, and tokens to do it.
Right, it's pretty solid. Like, I think they're just making. I think bargain, and even though it doesn't have bargain, but basically does bargain. I think bargain is to give tokens a reason to have those clue tokens and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I like it. It's giving you more use out of tokens that are pretty much one-sided. I'm not sure if Blink would work. It would still be the same turn. Yeah, you're right. Pinch. Poke. That's right. Nah, use the Blink opponent turn for double fun. Yep. All right. No, let's not press that button. Let's go back here. I probably press the back button on my StreamYard. All right. What? Rotisserie Elemental. Now they're just playing with stupid words here. 1 mana, 1/1 menace. Whenever Rotisserie Elemental deals combat damage to a player, put a skewer counter on a skewer counter. My God. Put a skewer counter on Rotisserie Elemental. Then you may sacrifice it. If you do, exile the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of skewer counters on a Rotisserie Elemental. You may play those cards this turn. So at least the sacrifice ability is a May ability, right?
Yeah.
I wish I had haste right away.
I'm not feeling this card.
If this card had haste, I'd tell you why it's good. But it doesn't have haste. So it's not that good. If it had haste, you start building up those rotisserie counters. As soon as it dies, you get options. But it doesn't. So you have to wait a turn to even hopefully get that X out. Well, a 1 mana 1/1 with haste is usually a decent play in mono red, even though you want bigger creatures and creatures get bigger. But for the fact that it's like draw power later game, and you can sacrifice, it's pretty solid. The slower this card is, the slower that draw is. That's what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not only that, there's a big chance of whiffing with this card.
There is. She's a barbecue specialist. That's right. All right. Let's see.
That's what I'd be afraid of, is whiffing with it.
Yeah. Last night, someone tried making Sentinel Lost Lore sound like a good card until they realized that had the adventure theme on it, where it had to deal with cards with adventure. Like Sentinel Lore, I think is good overall, just because it's 3 mana 3/4 that exiles a player's graveyard. But he's good in the adventure deck too. But he's playable outside the adventure deck just to exile graveyard. he's going to be good and playable, but I'm not going to click on him because he's not that amazing to me. About Charming Scoundrel and our thoughts. What's this card do? Questing Druid. 2 mana, 1/1. Creature, human druid. Whenever you cast a spell that's white, blue, black, or red, put a +1 counter on Questing Druid. White, blue, black, or red. So non-green spell. That's actually pretty decent. Yep. Second ability, Seek the Beast. Pay 2, Arcane Instant Adventure. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. To your next turn. That's not a horrible card at all.
No, that's a good one because it's until your next end step. So not the next turn.
You're funny, Robert.
You have to play those cards at your end step.
Right. It's pretty good though. Like the fact that it does what it does, it tempos out the game because like in a 2-color deck, anytime you play a spell that's not green, you're buffing it up. That's pretty solid. Like they could have just shortened the attack saying every time you no, I see why they did it. Because they said whenever you play a spell that's white, blue, black, or red, the spell can be green as long as it has the other color identity to get that buff. That's why it's not a non-green spell. All right. Mm-hmm. Neat.
I just like it because of the creature ability. More or less than the adventure.
Right. That's pretty neat. I like it. All right. All right. Let's see what else there is. I'm not going to focus on rats. That's kind of a thing. What's this? Gruff Triplets.
That's a good card.
6 mana, 3/3. Creature, Satyr Warrior. When Gruff Triplet enters the battlefield, if it isn't a token, create 2 tokens that are copies of it. So you get 3 3/3s out of this. That's not a bad deal at all. When Gruff Triplets dies, put a number of +1 counters on +1 counters equal to its power on each creature you control named Gruff Triplets. So no matter what, you're gonna have 9 power on the board until all the Gruffs are dead, basically.
Right. And they build each other up.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It does its darnest to keep 9 power on the board. That's interesting. And they each have tramples. So that's pretty solid. You know, in a weird way, it's going to be in a sacrifice deck. Because you're going to eventually tack out sacrifice, instant speed, altars, reap, and cube to draw 2 cards and buff up the team. That's not horrible.
Well, not only that, you got the sacrifice abilities in the deck in this set.
All right, James.
Because they're tokens?
Yeah.
Bargain?
Yep, that is exactly. Bargain will work with those tokens to beef them up. But it's a creature. You can sacrifice the creature too.
Yep.
Cosmic seeds. Cosmic seeds. He's precious. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. So yeah, there's gonna be playable. He's 3 green, so it's gonna be a little tough to get there, but I think it's worth it.
I do too.
Especially in a 2-color, like maybe Gogori color deck.
Yep.
All right, let's back up. Bing, 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 bing. What's this card do? Heartflame Duelist. Oh, I've seen this card before. 2 mana, 3/1. Heartflame Slash. 2 mana and a red. Instant Adventure. Heartflame Slash deals 3 damage to any target. That's not bad. 3 mana. Like, I'd throw this my... Actually, I would throw this my cube because it's 2 things. Instant source spells control of lifelink. Yeah, this guy's just going to be fun. Like, he's going to be a fun card. There'll be some standard. Go ahead.
I think it's going to see a lot of play in standard.
Let's say I think you'll see at least some standard fridge play, if not some. But like the fact that they can use it as a bolt or a creature is pretty good, and the fact that you use it as a bolt means you can still cast it as a creature is pretty solid. But in standard, since this is not legendary, you have 1 on the board. bolt, gain 3 life, and cast it. Because he realized, I don't know if you thought about this, and maybe you have because you're better at standard than I am, that his ability stacks.
Oh, yeah.
I think so. No, wait. I don't think lifelink stacks, actually.
I mean, you take this card. You play the bolt. You play this as a creature. Then you play the bolt again. You gain 3 life and do 3 damage.
Right.
Then you play that creature. Oh, that's not legendary. You can have another one of these on the battlefield.
Right.
And let's say you play 4 mana. See, when you slash, then you play another instant that say it costs 4. That's going to gain you 8 life, 4 off of each one of them.
You know what'd be good with this card is Search the City, I believe it's called, where it triples the damage.
Mm-hmm. Well, they got in standard. They got some enchantments that will do triple damage. City on Fire is one of them.
City on Fire is the one I was thinking of. Yeah, there you go. Not Search the City. City on Fire is the one I was thinking of. Yep. All right.
And it has Convoke.
Convoke. That's right. And you can tap this to Convoke. All right.
Yep.
Back it up. Let's see. Where'd you go? Where did you go?
That card's definitely going to have some play. And that red card right above it in the next row, it's going
this
one cost. Yeah. It's going to go good with that card also. Whenever an instant or sorcery spell you control that targets only a single creature and deals damage to that creature, and Monolink deals that much damage to each opponent.
I like that. I love it. I want some more of it.
So you get that. So you get that lifelinker out. You play a spell that target spot removal onto their creature. Kill their creature. Do that damage to them and gain life.
Right. I'm going to need this card for my cube too. Dang, nabbit. Because the fact that it's a Spells Matters card and it does what Spells Matters want. It does extra damage. It's pretty solid. Pretty solid. James Willis is responsible for this card to be in existence. Darn you, James Willis. It's all your fault. All right.
Those two cards is going to go good together. I can't wait for the 31st. If I'm not having my surgery, I'll be playing.
Let's hope your surgery comes as fast as possible so you can be with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm hoping. I told him, hey, I want it done ASAP.
Right. So what's this card do? Feral Encounter, 2 green sorcery. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may exile a creature card from among them. If you whiff, that's going to hurt. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. You may cast exile card this turn. At the beginning of the next combat phase this turn, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power up to 1 target creature. Oh, that's not bad. So you get a creature. And if you cast it during your main phase, you exile it. If you get a creature, you play it. Then it doesn't have to be that creature, but a creature you control fights another creature. I like it. It's actually pretty decent.
Actually, doesn't fight; it just deals the damage. So your creature is safe.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's actually better.
See if they have like a Death Toucher out there. You can kill that Death Toucher if your creature is more strong.
Sorry, Robert.
Because it does not fight; it just deals the damage.
Right. That's actually
so much better than fighting.
You know, and that's going to be good with that Gruff deck.
Yep.
Cats are running around the house. Right. Let's see you scroll down. Oh, what's this card do? Discerning Financier. 2 generic white. Creature human noble. At the move your upkeep, if an opponent controls more lands than you, create a treasure token. That's pretty solid. I like that. 2 generic and white. Choose another target player. That player gains control of target treasure you control. You draw a card.
Nah.
Nah.
Don't want to ramp my opponent.
That's a commander-ish card. You're like, hey, you need that extra land? I can pay 3 mana to give you that extra land. But there's got to be a reason why you're giving your opponents an artifact. All right. We're just going to be ashamed of that.
The only drawback I've seen on that card is giving your opponent a treasure to ramp them.
What? All right. So, Creek of Gamitolo costs 3 generic and a blue fairy flying. Tear the stream costs 2 generic white, instant adventure, destroy target tapped creature. It's a blue spell with a kill spell on it. That's interesting.
That's good.
That's
for
good.
Blue white.
Yeah, since it's instant and it's destroying target tapped creature. Your opponent's like, oh, I attacked my creature. He's like, well, before blockers are declared, I'm going to destroy that tapped creature right there. All right. Now, let's settle damage. Well, let's go to blocking. All right. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. That's a decent uncommon. Oh, what's this? Mosswood Dread Knigget. All right. Mosswood Dread Knigget costs a generic and a green. Creature human knight trample. When Mosswood Dread Knight dies, you may cast it from your graveyard as an adventure until... Oh, so gives you the ability to save this creature, because if it goes in adventure mode, you can cast a creature from adventure. That's neat. Dread Whispers is the adventure side. 1 generic and a black. Sorcery. You draw a card, lose a life. Ooh, this card is going to be pretty fun. Oh, I like it. He's just a beater that likes to return. Oh, this gets my reanimator juices going. Even though he's not reanimator, but he lets you save himself from the graveyard. He's just replayable.
Yep.
Like it. I like it. Yeah, I don't know if you hear me, Robert, but I said I'm sorry that happened to you. All right. What's this card do? Nothing much. Whenever you cast in sorcery spell, create a sorcery roll. Nah.
Well, that's a good card.
Oh, sorry. It's good for standard, I bet.
Yeah, because whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, you create a roll and attach up to 1 target creature you control. So you create a artifact enchantment every time you play an instant or sorcery.
Right, makes sense. Hold on. Beep, 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 beep. I saw some card. It caught my attention. What was it? Or maybe not. You know, this dutiful griffin is a bad griffin. Bad griffin. Bad. Stay away from the enchantments. Bad. You usually want your enchantments on the battlefield more than you want this creature, especially in Commander. In Standard, it might see play when you get rid of those token enchantments. No, bad griffin.
Might see a little bit.
Yeah, it's a flying.
You return it back. It's better if you could return it back to the battlefield, but you have to return it back to your hand.
Right, and you're losing 2 enchantments and vigilance. It should be a still with that ability, honestly. You have 5 mana, have 4/4 flying vigilance. All right, now here's a card that I think some people like. Food Fight. 1 generic, 1 red, enchantment. Artifacts you control have pay 2 sacrifice artifact. It deals damage to any target equal to 1 plus the number of permanents named Food Fight you control. So this is a stackable enchantment. So if you have 2 food fights, each enchantment it deals 2 damage. If you have 3 food fights, it's 3 damage. I like that.
So you can only do 4. So you can only do 4 damage.
in standard.
Yes.
But in Commander, if you're doing red blue artifacts like that, you got copy artifact. You got what's an artifact clone I need? You got I can't remember the name of it, but costs 3 generic and a Phyrexian blue and it copies target creature artifact. You got different ways to copy different artifacts. So there's ways to have or enchantments too. The copy enchantment, mirror maid, all that stuff, blue enchantment spells. So you can have like up to 6, 7 of these. If in the right build, this can be mean. All right. So all right, let's go. Any card. I know you're being awesome, Hillbilly. I'm letting you know. You're being awesome.
So are you.
Yeah. Agatha's Champion. You read this one today. It says 4 generic and a green. Creatures, human knight. Bargain. You may sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token as you cast a spell. Trample. When Agatha's Champion enters the battlefield, if it was bargained, it fights up to 1 target creature control. Ooh, this is going to be a saucy limited card. It's green removal, as best green removal is, but it's going to see play in limited for sure. What do you think?
For standard, yeah, it's going to see might see a little bit of play in standard. But my problem with this card is the cost. But it's a 4/4 for 5. So yeah, it might see. Yeah, I believe it'll see some play, a lot of play in arena.
Yeah, I can see this as a limited card. All right, back out. Now let's see if we see anything that catches our interest down here. Ooh. Panic Ruiner, Goblin Rogue. 2 generic creature, Goblin Rogue. It's a 2/2. Whenever Picnic Ruiner attacks while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, Picnic Ruiner gains double strike until end of turn. That's actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
It's almost a better Mog Fanatic.
I like the adventure part.
Right. Adventure. Stolen Goodies. 3 generic and a green. Sorcery. Adventure. Distribute 3+1 counters among any number of target creatures you control. Like it. That's pretty good because in standard, you can have multiples of that. Cast this to buff your multiples out, and they become like one of your creatures becomes 4 or greater. So multiples of these can buff one of each other's up to make it.
Yep. And I think this card will see a lot of play in standard.
Right. And you know what's interesting is the attacking ability doesn't care if this creature is a 4/4 because it will work. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. So if this creature is a 4/4 and attacks, it gains double strike on itself.
Mm-hmm.
This is a secret Voltron creature. It doesn't seem Voltron-y until you buff it up and it gains double strike. That's pretty good. That Naya, man, if I got into standard, Prime, you have a link. If I got into standard, I'd try to build a Naya Voltron deck. It's like this card makes it valid with the tutor guy we was talking about earlier.
Right.
Yeah, Twiddler. Yo.
What's up, Twiddler?
All right. If you really need another one, yep, boom. There you go.
Yeah, this card's definitely going to see some play in standard.
Right? Yes. Boom. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Howling Galfang, 4 mana, 4 for vigilance. All right. Galfang has haste as long as you own a card in exile that has an adventure. Also cares about adventure.
Yeah,
it's going to be good. It's going to be good in either in standard or limited. So
yeah,
and it's tempo. All right. So all right. Hello. Fuck you. Stay away from my enchantments. No. If you control enchantment, never mind. All right, exile target creature. If you control enchantment, scry 2. All right, I like this.
Yeah, I do too.
I bet they made there's a lot of cards in the set. I'm like, they're making this set just so the people who got that new enchantment deck are going to upgrade from the set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But this card here is going to see a lot of play in standard.
Oh, it's going to see play in Commander. It's going to see play. Yeah, it's instant. If this was sorcery, you'd think twice about it. But it's instant. So you're like, 4 mana, it might be worth the scrying. And hello, we're going to welcome 406 Games.
What's up?
So, block our faces.
We're going to go Urborg hunting again.
Oh, when? Oh, now.
Right now.
Nice.
Woo, someone crazy.
Let's go.
Yeah. It's not even the prime Tortoise, everybody. He's cracking packs. Ooh. Misttalker. Ooh, some playables. Yeah. Let's just roll over the cards.
10 packs to go through, so I didn't want to keep you guys too much. Boo.
Prime in the house.
Yay.
It's pretty neat.
Foil. Oh, foil Might Sliver. I'll take that.
Not knowing.
All right, one more and you can go back to spoilers. Today is a good day.
It's a good day.
Two-headed. Yeah. Some stuff and things. Yeah.
Ooh. Harmonic Sliver.
Imperious Saw.
I missed old frame that was in. All right.
Hey.
Nice.
I know somebody that needs one of those. Maybe I could use it against them. Sweet. All right. Show me the cards.
Show me the card. All right. No.
Nom.
I bet this card right here has a lot of history. Maybe a long history. Look at it. No one catching the joke?
I'm not even looking. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm sorry.
The joke is, I bet this card has a long history.
Because it's a tough cookie?
You're a tough cookie with the long history. Breaking little hearts like the one in me. It's an 80s song. Oh my God.
I've never looked at those lyrics. That's what she's saying.
Yeah.
It's like Heart or somebody, isn't it?
I think it was Heart, but I could be way off. Yeah. All right. Anyways, nerd joke out of the way. When tough cookie enters the battlefield, create a food token. Target non-creature artifact you control becomes a 4/4 artifact creature until end of turn. 4/3 mana. You sacrifice something you gain 3 life. It's draft. It's good.
Did you know? It's Pat Benatar. Okay. Thank you, Twid. Of course, Twid don't know that.
Yeah.
I was close. Same fucking realm of shit. But did you know that while we were on the the round table last night, that I ordered all of my Stronghold white cards that I'm missing?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. And a Dream Halls.
Oh, Dream Halls. You're just spoiling yourself. I thought you were saving money for Las Vegas, but it looks like
No, that was the rest of my Card Kingdom credit, and I used a credit card to buy the packs.
Go to Vegas, find out you can use Card Kingdom credit there.
Well, I'm gonna do another.
I'm not worried. I'm just giving you shit.
I know. I am gonna do another buy list batch.
Yeah,
because I think Ed and I are gonna do a Stronghold pack battle.
Nice. Nice. That sounds pretty fun. Stroke of Midnight. 3 generic instant, destroy target, non-permanent control, hits 1/1 human creature token. We all talked about this. We know this is gonna be a good card. Hillbilly love this card.
For 3 though?
Definitely in standard.
It's better. It's a better generous gift for you.
That's true.
Yep. That's right, Robert. Hit me with your best shot. Yeah. Draft chaff's a nice breeze on sweaty inner thighs that rub together, right?
What?
Let's go
I
with
think
it.
Coach got into some shit today. Coach, are you okay? You doing
Armory
all right,
Mice.
Did the Commander
Creature
Masters
Mouse.
break you?
All right, Armory Mice. 2 generic, Creature Mouse, 2/3/1. Oh, those are some strong mice.
I was like,
so-
what? Armory Mice? Where are you reading that at? And then I realized it was fucking German. Sorry.
Celebration. Army Mice gets +0/+2 as long as 2 or more non-permanents into the battlefield under your control this turn.
Meh.
Well,
There's a reason that's a common.
definitely.
Mhm.
Definitely. All right.
What does sleight of hand do? Hold on. Oop.
Scry 1, draw a card. I
You
can,
top 2 cards of your library, put one of them in your hand, and other on the bottom.
It's a reprint.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sleight of hand? That's, okay, I
It's
thought so. Okay.
It's a reprint from 7th edition.
Hmm.
I mean, the card's probably been reprinted since then, but yeah.
A draft where it chaffs.
Hmm.
That's chafe. That's spelled differently. Isn't it? Isn't chaff and chafe spelled differently?
I have no clue.
damn
Well, I'm
it.
pretty sure they are. Just the play on words is there. All right. Return Triumphant. Generic and white sorcery. Return target creature card's mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. This card is going to be hot. Create a young hero rule token attached to it. Interesting. Giant creature has one of this creature attacks. If its toughness is 3 or less, put a +1 counter on it. That's not bad.
No, it'll turn a 3/3 into a 4/4.
Yep. And turn the 2/2 into a 3/3 and a 1/1 into a 2/2.
Is that how +1/+1s work?
And it scales. And it scales. Twerk. Why you call me twerk?
Twerk.
Twerk.
Because you're a twerk. What was the word I learned the other day that was a synonym for turtle?
Turtle. I don't know. I can be many.
Oh, it was funny because it was cooter. I remember now.
Yeah, I like this return triumphant.
It's not a bad card.
Yep. Yeah. Curtis.
Sorcery.
You got Delarain, Cooter, Leatherback, Longhead, Slowpoke, Snapper, Terrapin, and Testudinal. There. Those are all the synonyms. All right.
I could see that pairing well with Stoneforge Mystic, Giver of Runes, just the white weenie type stuff.
Right. Gonna have a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not dead after all. That's what I say when I hear from Prime in the morning after work. Not dead after all. Cuts the black instant. Until in turn, target creature you control gains. When this creature dies, return to the battlefield under its control. You create a wicked roll token attached to it. Enchanted creature has +1/+1. This creature, when this aura is put in the graveyard, you can lose 1 life. That's gonna be a strong little 1-drop cantrip kind of card.
It's good.
James, you trying to dictate the show?
Look at him. He James has spoken.
It's Prime's choice. He'll tell me to flip over when it's.
Let's go.
Yeah, my lord. All right.
Nah. Only because we saw that card last night. It's fresh in my brain.
Woo, up on my packs.
Ooh, a Goblin Warrior. Rebecca? Yep.
Mississippi, hello.
We have a
Old
foil. Oh, mythic. Tarmogoyf.
Tarmogoyf.
Yay!
Nice.
I like me Tarmogoyf. Ooh, Master of the Pearl Trident. And a foily uncommon.
Nah, not bad.
All right. I'll definitely take a Tarmogoyf, dude. Hell yeah.
Lightning quick cooter.
Yeah, lightning quick cooter. Dude, I'm not kidding. Cooter is a synonym for a turtle.
I know. I looked it up. Now
I know. I laughed so goddamn hard, dude. Ooh, Return to Dust. Nice. That's a D's card.
James dibs on the Goyf.
Ooh, Magus.
Magus.
Ooh, Gary. What's up, Gary?
That'd be
Okay.
cool.
You're up.
All right. I'm up. All right. Let's go on to
All right,
the
we
fight.
could do that we could do that 3 more times.
All right.
Just go these days.
Quit destroying my enchantments, people. I'm trying to look for cards that catch my attention.
No.
Yeah.
I'm either going to destroy him or counter him.
All right. So Rowan and Will see playing Commander. I think part of the 99. I think will see more play. Yeah, how ridiculous this ability is.
I don't think they'll see play in Standard.
Probably not. I think these are more Commander cards, and they're aggressively costed 3 mana, 2/4 Vigilance, legendary creature, Human Wizard. It has tap. Spells you cast this turn are white and or blue cost X less to cast, or X the number amount of life you gained this turn. In a Azorius deck, that's easy to do to gain life. There's spells that draw you cards that gain you life, like Sphinx's Revelation and the one spell with Addendum. But then there's creatures that have when a creature ETBs, you gain a life. So this card is going to be busted in the control build. Ooh, with Flash in the pan. Now going over here to Rowan, Sign of War. 3 mana, 4/2, legendary creature, Human Wizard. Menace. Tap. This spells you cast this turn that are black and or red cost X less to cast, or X is the amount of life you lost this turn. This fits the Rakdos theme very well, and it will fit in the Rakdos deck. Yeah, apparently, when she lost her connection with her brother, she's like, "I'm going to destroy the world."
I didn't hear that per se the other day when they told us about the story, but
well, they lost their spark and they shared a spark, and now they don't
right.
Spark. Mm-hmm.
But it seems like he wants to be a diplomat, and she just wants to go to war.
Mm-hmm. Robert says, "Get that Legion Prime."
I'm trying.
You try.
We're doing decent already. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits over, or 5 and above. So,
right. I think this Hilda of the Icy Crown will get some good play.
Oh yeah, definitely in Standard.
It's definitely Standard, and you know how Prime's all about the Ice Princess theme motif going on.
I think I see that being a very popular commander.
Yeah. Whenever you tap an untapped creature an opponent controls, which blue does a crap ton in old Magic.
Yep.
You may pay 1. If you do, you choose 1. Create a 4/4 token. Put a +1 counter on each creature you control. Board buff. Or scry 2 and draw a card. Like, you're not gonna like the abilities on this creature. Once you tap a creature to pay the additional 1. All the abilities on here are just solid, no matter what you pick.
And
it's all Prime's fault.
And the crown works so good with this card.
Probably. All right. Let's see. Oh, I need to close that window. Let's back up. Where am I? Oh, why did you throw me down there?
It does me like that too all the time.
There we go. All right. There's the Goose Monster Mother. Don't think so. I really like the Rubing Daring Tracker. She's good for the Mana Dork side of things. She's Mana Dork with upside. That's what makes her good. 2 mana, 2/1. Haste. Whenever Ruby Darling attacker attacks while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, Ruby gets +2/+2 in turn, and she has to tap 1 red or green. Pretty solid Mana Dork. 2 mana, Mana Rock. That's a creature. That's all you need. That's all you need to care about. If you try to break her, you're not going to get far.
So it turns into a 3/4.
Yeah. Dubs. Rich Dubs. Hello. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. I'm being timed out.
I didn't do it.
Well, I'm past an hour mark.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
Well, that's not your fault.
It is my fault because I told you to wait.
Getting through the spoilers just for fun.
I like that art. Oh, it's Arcade Post. No shit, I like that art. Stone Cloaker. I also like that art. Another Mythic? Ah, boo.
Hypergenesis.
Evolutionary Leap. Not too bad, but I don't know if I like that.
It's kind of weird. Richie shows up when Prime's on the show.
Uh-huh.
For how much he says he doesn't like it, he sure shows up when you're here.
Yeah, he does. Isn't that weird? He must be stalking me. Pact Negation. Yay! So I could counter more Tortoise's bullshit. Ancient Den. Enchantments. That's what I want to say. Words. All right, since we're running out of time here, I'll go. What time do you want to stop?
Well, as soon as possible, to be honest. So if you just open these packs, and we'll end the show. Well, because I already went an hour and a half yesterday, and I didn't realize I went over an hour today. Yeah, I kind of have everything scheduled out.
I'll put that in the shitty rare pile because I need one of those. Consuming Aberration.
Consuming Aberration is pretty saucy.
Is that Sub Optimus Prime? Yes.
But if Sub is short for Subwoofer, yeah.
Pongify.
Ooh, nice.
It's not a bad card.
No.
Ooh, Vanishing Light. That is going straight in my enchantments deck.
Right. I put one in my enchantments deck. I'm missing a Oblivion Ring, weirdly.
Makes sense though.
Why I'm missing Oblivion Ring?
No, that you would put one in there.
Oh yeah. I'm like, why does that make sense? That's the one card I think I would have a lot of. Consuming Aberration, aka my
Does DJ have that?
Yeah, he does.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah, Necrotic Sliver, Celestial Crusader. Ooh, Glittering Wish. Too bad it doesn't work in Commander. True name Nemesis. True name Nemesis Prime. Here we go. Now here's the Legion, the Sliver Legion that we want. Or
literally said if I pull another Urborg, I would poop my pants. And the gals at the LGS were like, maybe you shouldn't do that. Mystical Teachings.
Nice.
Are you fucking serious, dude?
Nice.
Wow, Prime, you're on an Uborg roll.
Nice.
All right, Prime open 5 on time for the reprint.
What the fuck, dude? And a Field of Ruin? Hell yeah, dude.
Nice.
Crap your pants! No! Oh.
Should have worn your brown pants.
I know.
Nice.
Playset acquired.
Uh,
I don't think Proto-Genesis is worth a fuck, but these are all the bangers. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I didn't check if you were on.
I want to thank everybody for showing up today, enjoying the show, watching the show. Thank you, Hillbilly, for joining.
Anytime.
There you go. Thank you, Prime, for entertaining us with pack openings.
Yeah, I'm the Urborg man.
You're bored, man. Well, you know, pretty soon you'll be shaking your cane at the sky. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being awesome.
My fellow Decepticons!